And we are live. Hello, guys. Rowdy, good to see ya. This is the best way to spend a Thursday night. I hope that you are doing well. Tim, good to see you, of course, as well. Voted another terrible idea, but I'm really rather neutronic currently. Yeah, we'll see how it plays out. We don't know the decision until after, so you might think it'll throw a curveball to the teams racing at the Glen. OJ Toothpaste, good to see you as well. I think you guys are right. I think we're not going to know until the end of it. I think that it's probably a negative, but we'll see. We'll see how it plays out this weekend, and we'll go from there. We'll pick it up on Sunday. Anthony, Ryan, Anthony, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Braden, awesome to have you here as well. The 164s, yes, my buddy hooked me up, so I'm filling in gaps in my William Byron collection. So I'm not collecting all of the big cars, the 124 scale cars, any more of the 24. I'm just doing 164s of all of them, and then 124 raced versions of the 24. So I know it's a little confusing, but I got it all in my head. My opinions on the tire packs is positive. I want the drivers to stay on the racing surface. They're going to probably tear up some cars. There's probably going to be some controversy somewhere along the way. But I would like to see the cars stay on the racing surface. It's a racing surface for a reason. I understand having runoff, but at the same time, track limits exist for a reason. The track is designed the way that it is for a reason. I would like to see the drivers adhere to that. That's my opinion. Martin, good to see you. We got all the regulars rolling in here. I appreciate you guys hanging out on a Thursday night. I have to say no on the vote because ignoring the weather, it won't change racing. I mean, cooler temperatures compared to what they had in August, yes, it might affect the racing a little bit. They're going to have more grip with cooler temperatures. The track won't be as hot, won't be as slick. So that's a little concerning. The Cup cars specifically, already stick to the track really, really well, just with the wider tire, the wider stance, just the way that the air moves around the cars. So my concern is they're going to have more grip and it's going to be less interesting. But again, we'll see. SVG gets in tire packs, wrecks his car in the final lap. Cars ends up stealing him. Braden, that's a prediction. Sure, if that happens, that'd be interesting. I know those two got into it last year, so that was interesting. Let me grab one thing really quick. I want to put. Let me see. I might not have to actually. Turn 5 tire barrier is calling more demolition derby. Yeah, I like having the tire barriers there. I might be in the minority for that one, but I like having the tire barriers there. I want to keep the cars on the racing surface. My day, Ryan, my day's been good. We had a meeting thing at work today about safety, and it was something. But we got pizza, so I guess there's that. But it was pretty good. I can't complain too much. Let me go grab one thing. I'm going to grab the bag with all the stuff in it really quick. 2 seconds. I know. I should be prepared for these streams, but you guys will be surprised because I have all of the racing stuff. All of the lineups, the times. I have all of that ready to go ahead of time today. So, yes, I forgot to ask, is the audio good? Are we good on the audio? Any issues there? I know this, if Trackhouse isn't competitive this weekend, they're never going to be competitive. Yeah, that's fair. I don't know what their deal is this year, but we'll see. LE Race Art coming in. What is going on? Hopefully you're doing well. I know I haven't set up my P.O. box yet. It's on my list of things to do. I know. I'm debating what I should do for this grill. So it has grill tape on it, but we have since it's an Elite diecast, we have an actual grill piece that goes onto the car. So I'm wondering, do I just let it ride? Do I take this and cut the tape off? Do I put it behind it? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this. I think I'm going to cut this tape out and put it over top of that. Yes. So you just joined after we talked about it. You call them stupid. I like the move. I like the move because I want to see the drivers stay on the track. I want to see racing actually take place on the racing surface. I don't know if you guys saw it, but NASCAR Classics just uploaded sights and sounds from the 2001 Watkins Glen race. What a different time. What a different time. And honestly, aside from like just the obvious fan amounts and cars and drivers and stuff, just the having to slow down a ton in the corners and actually stay on the racing surface. It's just, I would prefer that. So I can understand why some people are upset about having the tire barriers, but I, for one, think it's a good move. It's good to see you guys all hanging out in the chat. Hope you're all doing well. I didn't check audio. I'm assuming it's good. I don't change any settings hardly ever. So let me just check really quick. All right, it sounds good. It sounds good. I don't know if you guys saw. Actually, I know some of you saw. But Michael Marutz finally got his Pop-Tart car, and his reaction cracked me up. I was so excited about that one. Audio always good. Thank you. I try. Austin Hill's still gonna put the whole field into the tire barrier. Ellie Raceart, I hope you're not right about that, but you might not be far from the truth. Glen should be the one chase road course race. That I would agree with. I think Watkins Glen is a track that has been in NASCAR long enough. I mean, Sonoma as well. But Watkins Glen always puts on a really good show. I like it because it's fast. It's not too... it's technical, but it's not too technical. I'm going to go see the video quick. Greg, good to see you. Glad to have you in here this fine evening. Audio is great. Thank you. Mr. Arcus, have you ever thought about making a video about your streaming setup? People who want to stream would be interested. I suppose I could. It's not very interesting, but I suppose I could. I can explain it here pretty quickly. I don't think there's a road course. Yeah, they changed. Yeah, the Charlotte Roval has gone back to the oval, so there is no road course in the Chase. I think that's a mistake. Not necessarily bringing back the oval, but not having a road course in the Chase. I think the Chase... I don't like the Chase, right? I'd prefer a full season points format, but we don't have that. We have the Chase. So with that, I think what they should have is at least one of every type of track that they race on. That will help determine the best driver, right? You want the biggest sample size at the most various kinds of tracks. So I think them not having a road course in the Chase is a misstep. Hopefully they correct that for next year. I would say put Watkins Glen in as the Chase road course, but yeah. Oh yeah, 200 extra off work until the 14th and looking forward to a lot of racing tomorrow. Sweet, the 14th, that's 7 days from now. So you got some nice time off. Yes, there's a lot of racing this weekend. 5 series. We have, I know we don't really cover ARCA. I think we're long gone from full season. I don't know if we're long gone. We did walk back to the chase. I mean, I would still say we're pretty far off, but I don't know if it's completely never going to come back. I still think the door is like slightly cracked open. Yeah, Greg, it was really cool to see. I really appreciated the kind words he had, and his reaction cracked me up. He was so excited to get that car. The video for that car is going to be coming out tomorrow. I still have to finish it tonight. I'm going to do that after the stream, so I don't really plan on going too late tonight because I do want to get that video done and posted. That's going to be tomorrow's Friday, normal upload schedule video, and it's already up over 25 minutes, so it's going to be like one of the longest videos that I've ever put out. I'm pretty excited about it. I just have to make sure when I go to render it and upload it that I don't get copyright struck for any of the audio that I have in there for the music. But other than that, it should be a great video. I hope you guys will watch it and like it. And yeah, bringing over 200 people to the channel was insane. I don't even know. I didn't even know what to say. Like, I'm still kind of, I don't want to say dumbfounded is the word, but baffled about that. Today is Milo the cat's 8th birthday. Well, happy birthday to Milo the cat. Nice, 8. Now, if I'm not too familiar with cats, but I'm pretty sure cats live pretty long, right? So that's not even like maybe halfway on a cat's life. Like, our last dog lasted, I think she was like 14 or 15. She was a big dog. Those typically don't last as long. So cool that it's Milo the cat's 8th birthday today. Happy day to the cat. Run the championship at the Tulsa Expo Center. I wish Sonoma was in the beginning of the season. Mr. OJ Toothpaste, I agree. I think if they wanted to run a road course in the spring, Sonoma would be the move because, yes, it would look... Now, I am colorblind, as has, I've mentioned that many times on this channel before, but with that being said, I can even notice the difference between the brown, dead grass and the green when you look up pictures and stuff online. So I think absolutely move Sonoma to the spring. You can have Watkins Glen be the chase race. And then throw other road courses in there if they ever want to go back to Mid-Ohio, or if they ever do want to come to Mid-Ohio or go back to Road America or a different road course, Road Atlanta, something, Naval Base, whatever, Chili Bowl. Yeah, I mean, maybe. I don't think so. They could do the Clash there if they want to go that route. That would be interesting. But yes, I think Sonoma in the spring would be the move if I were setting the schedule. Sonoma in the spring, make it green, make it look aesthetically pleasing. That's one of the things that's kind of funny. My wife will tell me about NASCAR races is that the tracks are very ugly. They're very, like, with all the haulers and all the garages and everything on the infield, it just looks kind of ugly and cluttered. IndyCar went to Barber a couple weeks ago, and it's basically like a racetrack that's on a park, or in a park. And it just looks very aesthetically pleasing. And I think that's one thing that NASCAR could work on, because, yeah, I tend to agree with her that it's just kind of, I don't know, like they got rid of the grass at Martinsville in the corners. It's just some things like that, I don't know, don't always work well. But, yeah, either way, Sonoma in the spring, Watkins Glen as a chase race, and then you can have another, if you want to throw another road courses throughout the year. All right, should we get into the racing stuff, because we have a lot to talk about today. We have a lot of racing over the weekend. If you guys like racing, this is a weekend for you. Plenty of it. It's funny that you say that because Greg just said Sonoma, like, with a ton of greater than signs. I definitely like Watkins Glen better than Sonoma, but I don't hate Sonoma. I think they each have their own positives and negatives. Why would we want to make a racetrack a park? We don't want racing looks. Well, I didn't say we want to make everything like that, but there is something to say about something that is aesthetically pleasing. I mean, there's positives and negatives to it. I'm just saying, simply for the IndyCar race at Barber, it looked awesome. It looked really cool. Because also the track was like, it was kind of like Sonoma. It's very elevation changey. And, but also there were trees and tons of grass and runoff area, and it looked cool. Yes. Okay, so that was what I was going to say. I do like Sonoma because it's technical, but I also like Watkins Glen because it's fast and high speed. And I guess that's the difference, because I do like the speed of Watkins Glen, but I also do like the track limits. I don't like the cars running as wide as they possibly can whenever they can. I like having to I don't know, be a little bit more technical than just, what they do now currently. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with the tire barriers this weekend. I'm a fan of the move. We'll see how it plays out, though. I mean, it has the opportunity for mass chaos with Austin Hill on Saturday. All right, let's get into this weekend's racing, because there's a ton of it. We have the General Tire 100. Where am I? Put me back up there. There we go. I love how my driver is getting a penalty for racing others the way he was raced and getting a penalty. Sissy racing. Oh, you're talking about the Ryan Preece thing? Yeah, the reason why is because he said it. And I don't like that. I don't think he should get a penalty, but it was like premeditated. Like, he said he was going to get him back, which I don't know. I think that was a dumb call on NASCAR's part. I understand not wrecking people intentionally, but also Kyle kind of did the same thing. He just didn't say it. He just didn't admit to it. So there has been precedent set before. If you say you're going to wreck somebody and then do wreck somebody, yeah, that has been a reason for getting suspended in the past. But yeah, I don't like it necessarily either. I do like Coda. Coda's good. I definitely like the O'Reilly and Truck Series at Coda more than the Cup Series. I like both of those series anywhere better than the Cup Series currently. As I was painting cars, what day was that? That was what day was that? Tuesday? I think it was, or was it Monday? I don't know. Whatever day I was painting cars, my dad and I, we turned on the 2010 Charlotte Fall Race, and just something about those cars, something about that era just made me miss. Like, I never thought that I would have nostalgia for the 2010s COT years, but man, something about it, like, it was entertaining. It was interesting. All right, Greg, you're changing your YouTube name. I saw a bunch of people putting like confetti and stuff in the chat. That was cool. I saw those reactions, whoever that was. That was pretty neat. Appreciate that. You know what? I had an idea for a course. It's Phoenix, Arizona, and the race is in early August at 2 p.m. Phoenix. Did you guys ever play the early NASCAR games with the Phoenix road course. I think it was like NASCAR Thunder 05, and then 06 Total Team Control had the fantasy tracks in them. Did you ever play those? There was a road course variant of Talladega. There was a road course variant of Daytona that wasn't the actual road course for Daytona. There was a variant of Phoenix, I remember. Pretty sure they had a Texas variant as well. Very, very creative, very fun. But yeah, so I said we wouldn't typically go over ARCA because I don't really watch ARCA all that much. But I figured we might as well. There's a few kind of interesting storylines in the ARCA series. I mean, obviously you have most of your normal people, but Caden Honeycutt is going to be driving the 17 in this race. So he'll be dropping down into the ARCA series. Then you had Ryan Vargas again. I like him. You know, he's kind of I guess you could call him a journeyman driver. He's been with a lot of different teams and a few different series. Oldest NASCAR game I've played is NASCAR Heat 02 on the Game Boy Advance. Let's go. Byron is winning this week. Gets out of his slump. Greg, I know that's you. That doesn't your name change. Jeez. I don't know. It'd be cool, but I'm not sure. The 24 team still doesn't have something. Speaking of those CO2 cars, one of the first pictures of me sitting in my dad's lap watching Watkins Glen race and Juan Pablo's car is racing. So, wow, that's funny. So COT would have been 2007. They started with the Glen there up until 2010 was the last year with like the COT in 2009. They got rid of the wing in 2010. So was the Juan Pablo car, was it the red Target car or was it the black Texaco Haviland car? Because that would tell me the black Texaco Haviland car was from 2007 to about 20. I think he raced it up until 2008. I think it was just 07 and 08, and then in 09 he had the Target car, and then 2009, 2010, all the way up till 2012, I think, maybe something like that. That's my guess. I'm not like a huge Juan Pablo fan, but I do know some things, I guess. But yeah. Want to see Ryan Vargas do well. Another driver that's dropping back down into this series is Patrick Starpoli. He's full-time in the O'Reilly series in the 48 car. So he's dropping down to ARCA this weekend as well. And then, it was the red Target car. Actually, it was 2011, but yeah, okay, yep. I can picture that car right in my mind. Absolutely. I heard that Mr. Hendrick kissed LA after Texas. You know, Greg, I doubt it, but you can dream. I like the McKee kid. Oh yeah, was it Tristan McKee, I think is his name? Did we skip him? No, not yet. Isabella Robusto, I still think she has the talent. It's just it hasn't been working out for her lately, which has been unfortunate. She's had some bad luck. Destiny Spurlock, apparently she's pretty good too. Don't really know much about her, but I've heard that she is also pretty good on talent, which is nice. And then Andy Jankowiak coming off his dub at Talladega. Oh, there he is, Tristan McKee. Okay. Ooh, he's got a big sponsor on his car, so yeah, Go Bowling. That's a big money. That's the title sponsor for the weekend. Isn't it the Go Bowling at the Glen? I still in my mind, it's still the Cheez-It 355 at the Glen, but that's anyway. I'm a huge fan of the 66 team. I love that new girl. Yeah, I don't know anything about them or her, but I've heard that she's pretty good. So I don't know anything about her or the team. that's pretty much it. Lafayette, Ohio. That's not too far from me, actually. Nate Moeller. Nate Moeller. That kind of sounds familiar. I don't know. See Jeremy's scheme this week? I have not seen Jeremy Clement's scheme this week. So this race is taking place on Friday. Tomorrow. We'll scroll back up to the top here. Hendrick kissed his feet. Greg, get it right. Yeah, Greg, come on. She is running truck super hyped. Oh, cool. All right, we'll get to that in a minute. So this is the entry list. Where's the... Oh, yeah, race info. Go to race info. Yeah, Friday. Tomorrow at 1:30. Ooh, that's pretty weird. 1:30 on a Friday. So if you guys are at work, I'll be working from home tomorrow, so maybe I'll have to throw it on while I'm working from home. That'll be perfect because you guys can watch the video that I post tomorrow, and then once the video is over, you can sit back, relax, have some lunch, and then watch the ARCA race. I just got a picture of the cat. That's funny. Nice. It's on Fox Sports 2. And how many laps? 41 laps. 41 laps are on the 2.45 mile track, which I'm assuming that's where they get the 100 from. 41 times 2 would be 82, and then half of 41 is 20, but less than half, so it's 100 miles. Okay, so that makes sense. Anything else you guys want to talk about for the ARCA race? I think we're probably good to move on, unless you have something else you want to discuss there. You just let me know. You guys are in the driver's seat. If not, we'll move on to the truck series, because that is the other race that is taking place on Friday night. Going once. You want to talk about trucks now? All right, Greg said it, so we're going to move on to trucks. Okay, so the truck race is Friday. The Bully Hill Vineyards, 176 at the Glen. Practice is at 11 a.m. Qualifying is at 12. Ooh, qualifying is going to conflict with my video. Don't watch qualifying. Watch my video first, then watch qualifying after. And then the race is at 4:30. It's kind of a weird time, but also Watkins Glen does not have lights at the track, so they would not be racing in the dark anyway. You know what this logo kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of like the old NASCAR games, kind of like fantasy track logos. That's the kind of vibes it's giving me. Maybe it's the 176 because it's a random number. And then, when you would do like a career mode or fight to the top or whatever it was called, you would have to pick super random numbers. You could never pick anything under 100. So you'd be like 105, 121, 153, and like 176. So that's kind of where that comes to mind, I think, for me anyway. Tuning in at school again. All right. Don't forget. You got to watch my video at noon, though, because it's going to be a good one. You can watch it later. I don't care. Ooh, a night race at Watkins Glen would be pretty slick, Martin. I think you're right. I agree. But yeah, so 4:30 tomorrow on Fox Sports 1. Tim said it. Zilich is in the trucks, so we'll... Oh, come on. Okay. Professional streamer here. Do. All right. Really? There we go. Okay. Let me see if I can... There we go. All right. So, just took the AP test. Okay. How'd you do? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Ty, let's win tomorrow. Okay, so we have Tony Breidinger. So who you pick to win? I'm going with Lane Riggs. Okay, so hold on. Let's look at this. Let's look at this field. So we have the mandatory caution starter in Natalie Decker. We have SVG hopping into a truck. Is this his first truck race? I feel like he hasn't made many truck starts. I don't think it's his first. This might only be his like second or third truck start. So SVG's in the 4 truck. Timmy Hill's in the 56. Zilich is in the 71. Destiny Spurlock is making, I believe, her truck series debut in the 69 truck. Nice. Tony Breidinger is in the 20. So we got a bunch of random people in this truck race. Kind of interesting. Oh, Chris Wright, the other mandatory caution bringer. He's also in the truck race. Tyler Reeg. I wonder if he's related to Ryan Sieg at all. That's kind of funny. Oh, by the way, this fella here, speaking of Michael Mrutz, and again, shout out to him for bringing like 200 people to the channel. I can't even imagine. I thought this live stream was gonna be crazy. Turns out it's nice and mellow with all of the regulars, and I have no problem with that. So you guys are all here chilling. I appreciate you. Maybe eventually more people will tune into the live streams and such, but for right now, I like where we're at. We're just hanging out with the boys, chilling in the live stream. Nothing too crazy going on. But Stephen Malozzi, I think that's how you say it, Malozzi, he is running in place of Frankie Muniz because I believe Frankie had some sort of other obligation, race-related, but not NASCAR. I think it's a sports car race. And Michael Mrutz has his name on the passenger side name rail that he did like a fan thing for. And so I might be making that truck for him. So that might be interesting. Corey LaJoy back in the 10. Mini Tyrell back in the 14. Adam Andretti back in the 5. AJ Allmendinger coming out of Truck Series retirement to hop in the 25. Giovanni. Wait a minute. That's not how you spell his name. Right? That's wrong, right? It's Giovanni Ruggiero, right? It's not Giovanni. Anyway. Ross is going to be in this race too. Brent Cruz and Carson Hocevar. Jeez, what a stacked field. So we have Carson, we have Ross, we have AJ, and we have SVG and Connor Zilich. So there's your 5 Cup Series drivers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brent Cruz is an O'Reilly driver. He's dropping into the race. And then Destiny, Natalie Decker, they're kind of like ARCA drivers. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be an interesting... I can't imagine being a Ross fan right now. Listen, let me explain something to you. I really want you to... Tim? None of that. Yeah, Wesley Slimp, that'd be funny. I'm gonna don't do that. Don't start that. We don't need that right now. Being a Ross Chastain fan, as Trackhouse is currently sucking, is not that bad because my wallet hasn't been hurting. I haven't been having to buy cars. And honestly, the same thing with William Byron. Does it suck for like the legacy of the 24 car? Sure. But my wallet doesn't really mind because I haven't had to buy any cars lately. So, you take the goods with the bads. I love Ross. Met him at New Hampshire Track Walk. He's great. Ross is class act. I think I've told this story a few times before, but my sister and I met him at Daytona in he came up to us. We were looking at the Xfinity cars at the time. He came up to us and started talking to us. We were nobody. We just were chilling. We didn't have anything to do, so we were just walking through the garage. And at that time, he was racing for Colleague in the 10 car. He came up to us and he's like, "Why don't you come look at my car?" We're like, "Okay." We didn't know who he was at the time, but super personable guy, very nice. Probably one of my favorite interactions I've ever had with a driver. And then we've met him a couple other times. But yeah, class act as always. I've never had a bad interaction with Ross. I haven't really ever heard too many people in general having a bad interaction with Ross. He just seems to be that kind of guy. One of the good old boys, you know, down to earth, talks to people. Good for the sport. But yeah, this truck series field is kind of packed, kind of stacked for tomorrow's race. Should make it interesting. Love meeting Priest. Can't wait for next week. Yeah, you're gonna be at Dover. I can't wait to hear about your experience. Except Denny Hamlin. Yeah, Denny and Ross, they don't really get along all that well, but I don't think I'd get along with Denny either. And Noah Gragson too. I'm talking fans. Ross likes to rough feathers on the track. I wish he would still kind of be like that, but I think the cars just suck so much that he can't even race. But yeah, so what's wrong with Noah? No, I don't think there's nothing wrong with Noah. It's just him and Ross got into was it Kansas? I feel like it might have been Kansas a couple years ago, and Ross punched him in the face. I think that's what happened. Ross is like a swing first, ask questions later kind of guy. Like, if you approach him, be ready to be hit. I gotta stop saying But yeah, Ellie Racer, you said Almond Ding Dong. If Almondinger can get the dub, that'd be cool. Honestly, my pick for this weekend, there's too many good drivers. Too many good drivers and teams. There's something wrong with Greg, though. No, be nice. Everybody has something that's going on. Greg's cool. He just does a little bit of trolling, that's all. He just does a little trolling around here. It's all good. There's nothing wrong with that, as long as it doesn't get too out of hand. By the way, I'm very interested to see what happens with the watch hours as we have gained subscribers, because the general thought would be that, oh, Gregson, right. Right, that's funny. Because we're a third of the way towards monetization, and like if we get there, who knows what's going to happen. But I'm just kind of interested to follow that. So he's not the only one that can do trolling. Oh, okay, I see you. All right, throwing a little shade his way. Throw some. All right, here, let's just look at this really quick. So, yeah, we got the TV panel decals done. Looks good. Really, all we have left to do is the front grille. Cringe. There's nothing wrong with a little bit of friendly banter. We'll do this bottom grille piece. We'll do the side skirts. These we're not going to do today. Okay, so Diecast is my drawing also going to earn 200. I mean, I can send, I don't know. I can send whoever I can send. That's all I'll say. I don't quite have the power that Michael Marutz has. He had there's 7,000 people watch that video or something, which is insane. Absolutely crazy. So I'll do what I can do, but I can't really do all that much. We'll see. I make no promises. We'll do the side skirts next, and then I think we'll do the side skirts, the jack arrows, the name rail, then the roof number, and that'll call it. These we'll put on after the fact. these hood pin tape we'll put on after the fact. Same thing with the Bass Pros that go on the wing plates. All right, so back to this. I don't know who's going to win it, but I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun race. Also with the tire barriers, I don't know. Do the tire barriers last past this race? I think they get hit at least once. Every single one gets hit at least once. No, I'm kidding. You don't need to place me in a video or anything. Well, I mean, it'll probably be as a part of my Charlotte video whenever I get around to make it. I still haven't made my Talladega video, which I have to get around to doing. I still haven't done that, which I need to do. Okay, actually, you know what? Let's go back here. So if you guys were wondering, I'm pretty sure everybody that's in the stream now is somebody that has been in the stream before. My normal vids have less than 50 views, while my two shorts have 920 and 2000. Yeah, I don't really like shorts. I understand why they're popular. I understand why they do them, but I'm not too big of a fan, to be completely honest with you guys. I'm never not honest, but all right, let me. Okay, hold on. We have this, and we have this. Okay, so we have that, and we have that. Okay, now we're gonna move on to okay, hold on. Before we do that, Rowdy, to your point, my view of shorts, which might be completely wrong, but my view of shorts is a way to introduce people to my channel. That's how I view them. Could be a wrong view, probably is wrong, but that's how I view shorts, is a way to get whatever I'm working on or whatever I want to put out there in front of people to then bring them to the channel. Again, probably I'm looking at it the wrong way, but that's how I view them. I miss Mango uploading. He barely posts anymore. Are you talking about John Hunter Nemechek? All right. We're going to go here now to IndyCar, because IndyCar is also racing this weekend at Indianapolis Raceway. We have tomorrow. I want to live stream. IDK what to live stream though. See, that's a tough one because this is just a hobby for me. So I would be doing this whether I was live streaming or not. And Doug Mount. I've seen him. I've heard of him. Yeah, he does some pretty good work. 2 vids are took at the grandstands and Texas program car. Okay, right, I got it. I think Fox One is like an app. I think it's an app. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, I would be doing this regardless of whether or not we were live streaming it. I just thought that since I would either be listening to music, listening to a podcast, listening to, I don't know, other YouTube videos, whatever, I would be kind of doing the same thing that I'm doing as background noise or music or whatever. So you don't do favorites. It doesn't matter. So yeah, I guess what I would suggest is if you have something that you would be doing, whether it's a hobby or something that you just like doing in general, maybe translating that to live streaming. Again, I'm not a thank you. I'm not a streamer. This is just something that, I got a little setup going. I use my phone, my old phone, microphone setup, and just turn the camera on and start talking. I try to be authentic with you guys. I try to be rational with you guys, straightforward. Like, there's no BS on this channel. We just kind of talk about racing and also decal some cool cars. So it's just what I would be doing anyway. Oh, by the way, What am I saying? I'm still sick. Yeah, you did sound pretty sick the other day on your stream. One other thing I was going to say was I did get some quotes for some boxes today, and they were a lot better than the previous quotes that I got. So I will have to order some boxes in the not too distant future. All right. So, oh, by the way, yeah, let's go to this really quick. I have my Watkins Glen shirt on from last year. So I wore that for this weekend because it was the Watkins Glen weekend. However, IndyCar is not at Watkins Glen this weekend. They are at the Indianapolis Road Course. Practice on Friday, 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 12, 1. So you're going to have stuff to choose from. Truck Series, IndyCar, ARCA. You're going to have plenty of racing that will cover you pretty much all day tomorrow. Saturday, if we flip over to Saturday, the Indy Grand Prix. Ooh. Hold up. No, Indy does not race at the Glen. Ooh, conflict of interest. O'Reilly Series on at 4 o'clock. Just warming up BS. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? Sup. I like the sup. Watkins Glen is in shambles right now. Are you talking about the rain or the dampness problems? I've heard there's been some issues with that, but I'm not sure. I haven't done a whole lot of research into it, but I have heard that there are some things going on. You are an inspiration to me to start filming and figuring out a hobby I want to do. Well, first of all, I appreciate that. I just try to be real. I just try to be authentic with you guys. Like I said before, I'm nobody special. I'm just a guy on the internet making diecast cars for people and sharing the hobby with other people. So yeah, like I said, I appreciate all of the support always. None of you have to be here. You choose to be here, and I'm grateful for that because we've created a neat little community that we have here on the YouTube platform. So that's good to hear. What do you want me to call you, since I've never seen you before and you're new to the stream? Like, we have Anthony, we have Ellie, we have Tim, we have Greg. What yours is just warming up BS. What would you like me to address you? How would you like me to address you? Yeah, the camping area is pretty much a mud pit. People stealing other spots is unhinged. See, I haven't heard any of that, but that doesn't surprise me. It's been a very wet spring here in Ohio, and I think that it's probably the same over there in New York because it's kind of in that area underneath the lakes. Greg, your name's Greg. You just changed it. Don't try and pull that. I saw you make the Pop-Tarts diecast for Michael. That was awesome. Thank you. So you actually appear to be the first one to come to the stream from that. We got a ton. We got like 200 new subscribers. But you are the first one to hop on this live stream from that new batch of subscribers. So welcome. Obviously, welcome to the channel. And we're glad to have you here. I appreciate the compliment on the Pop-Tarts car. And you can choose anything. People call me a lot of different names since my name is long. All right, I'm going to call you Just Warming Up. Yes. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. Maybe just. I don't know. I'll figure it out. My account was named after an NFL player. What? With a lot of T's. Well, Greg, you know I don't watch the NFL, so it is what it is. Anyway, yeah, so this is going to be a tough decision because the IndyCar race, I've been liking IndyCar a lot lately. We've been talking about it on the channel, but at the same time, the O'Reilly series is the peak current NASCAR series. It is the best series that NASCAR has to offer. despite also not having any Fords. Wait, we're going to get to that in a minute. We'll see if they have Fords this weekend. Yeah, people either call me Just or Warm. All right, I'll think about it. I'll probably go with Just. But is that the Lions guy? I don't watch football. I have no idea. I have no clue. I'm being 100% legitimate with you. I do not watch football. I went to the race in Arlington. How was it, Rowdy? Was my Cardinals go? Yeah, Lions player now. Arlington. Kyle Kirkwood won that. Our boy, Kyle Kirkwood. But anyway, so yeah, I think, I don't know. I'm a little torn. I think I'll probably lean towards the O'Reilly series, but maybe I will put on the IndyCar race on the side. We get it. You have no more. No, I'm not watching the NFL. Football's dumb. Football's dumb. It's my channel. I get to say that. I'm going to Watkins. Oh, you're going to Watkins, Glen. Nice. So I went there last year. I don't know. Since you're new to the channel, you'd probably have to scroll back a little bit. But I did go to Watkins Glen last year. That was the first time. I had a blast. Oh, yeah. And since you're also new here, Greg, our priest guy, his name was Greg. He just changed it. He is the local troll. Yeah, he's the local troll. Race was pretty fun. Not a lot of diecast. I know. I'm disappointed in the lack of IndyCar diecast. Speaking of that, I still haven't finished my Kyle Kirkwood car from Mid-Ohio last year. It's on my list of things to do, but my list just keeps getting longer and longer. But yeah, last year I did have fun. We did a lot of infield stuff, or pit road garage stuff, and then we also did the Sunday race. We sat like right on the start finish line. I needed to get rid of rain out tickets money. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm not gonna record Indy and watch it later. I might just catch the highlights. Yeah, like an hour ago you changed it. How would you describe all of us in one word? Ooh, all of you guys collectively. Am I included in the us? Authentic. Everybody is authentic here on this channel. Everybody seems to be. Even though Greg likes to troll, he's our resident troll. He's authentic about it, which I appreciate. But anyway, IndyCar race, I will probably tune in. I might have that on one phone and the O'Reilly race on the TV or my laptop or something. I'll figure it out. I'll have it one way or the other. Individually, ooh, you want me to go individually for everybody? It's probably for the best. I'm not really into cards either. I don't care who aside from what's not streamer. Individually. Oh man, I don't know. Well, Greg is our troll. Okay, all right. I gotta think about this. Tim is definitely. We all love Greg for that. Yeah, so Greg is our troll. Tim is the dad of the. He's the dad of the group. Ellie Raysar is the artist of the group. Let's see. Ryan, Anthony, 58 different cards, bro. Cardinals football team. Are we talking about baseball? I did watch baseball for a little bit. Anthony's like, or Ryan, I don't know what to call you. We'll go with Ryan. Ryan's like you kind of like, you bring everybody together a little bit. Because, wait a minute, where's Bosnian? Where's your buddy? We got to have him in here, too. You're kind of like the glue a little bit that holds everybody together. Kind of bring everyone together a little bit. I think that's pretty accurate for you. Lonely. Braden is Mr. Consistent. He always has good takes, and he's always there. Sometimes he just lurks, and that's okay. We don't mind lurkers too on this channel. I don't mind that. If you're just kind of chilling in the background, not participating in the chat, perfectly fine with me. If you're a lurker, I do that in a lot of other, like a lot of people that I watch, I hardly ever actually get involved in the chats. That means he doesn't know Anthony. Who doesn't know Anthony? I don't. Am I missing anybody? OJ toothpaste. Oh yeah. OJ tooth. He's kind of he kind of lurks as well. Hold on. Why are we're not even talking about IndyCar. We'll go full screen while we're not talking about the IndyCar race. Who's my favorite Cup driver? Okay, so historically, Jeff Gordon. Gordon was my favorite driver growing up as a kid. That's just Bosnian is too busy working, I think. Oh man. All right, BRB, no problem. Greg, we'll be here. Yeah, so Jeff Gordon was my driver growing up, and then he retired, and I kind of stopped watching NASCAR for a couple years because it just wasn't the same. He retired in 15. In 16, he took over for Junior for 8 races in the 88 car. I watched those, and then they had stages. My driver was no longer racing, so. Oh man, you're bouncing too. Time for dinner. All right, I don't know if we're gonna be going too long tonight, but we'll see you. Have a good rest of your night, Ellie. If we don't talk to you again, I'm gonna be honest. That's an underrated scheme. What, this one we're working on? Oh, I love it. I think it's really cool. So then a couple years ago, I think it was about 2023, I got back into it, and I guess William Byron I started liking just because he was in the 24 car. And then I also like Ross. I'm the Kyle Busch fan of the group. I'm back. Grill? You're grilling? Oh, you changed your picture. Okay. But I also like Ross Chastain because my sister and I were in the garage in 2019 looking at the Xfinity cars, and Ross came up to us and was like, hey, you should come check out my car. And we didn't really know who Ross was at the time. And so he was real down to earth, real cool. And yeah, so kind of a Ross fan since then. And then that's kind of it. There's a lot of drivers that I don't like in the Cup Series, but yeah, that's Braden's a Larson fan. Oh geez, Greg is a Priest fan. I've been a Logano fan ever since I was a kid. I like Connor Zilisch too, amazing talent. Yeah, I'll be honest. Now listen, Ross is my second favorite. All right, I'll give you some grace back. I have never liked Logano. In fact, he's one of my least favorite drivers. But that doesn't mean you're not welcome on the channel. We'll say that. But yeah, Ross is cool. I like Ross. Oh yeah, I do like Carson. Carson's growing on me a ton. It's a shame potential being wasted by Trackhouse right now. I think so. Yeah, Zilisch, he's a good talent too. Trackhouse is just garbage at the moment. I can very much tell that Greg likes Priest. Absolutely, Greg is all about Ryan Priest. Scarily so. Greg, I met Priest last week. Nice. Zilisch to the 48. Could happen. Maybe a little too much. Yeah, exactly. Maybe a little too much. He flies pretty close to the sun. But yeah, my main focus lately has been the O'Reilly series, just because I now know some people in the series. And also, if you're new here, welcome. Yeah, he's new here. So everybody say hi. Whoa, Robert's jumping in. Speaking of people in the O'Reilly series, our boy Robert here. Great fella. Awesome tire specialist. Am I allowed to give away your information? bros in the O'Reilly series. Class act. What's up with the Byron cars? Well, my friend, I needed to fill in my collection from the Byron cars because I'd never bought them all. And my buddy, who is a Diecast dealer out in California, really good friend of mine, he hooked me up. Okay, so Robert is, dude, it's going. We've already talked about ARCA. We've talked about trucks. We're talking about IndyCar. We're going to get to O'Reilly. We're going to finish IndyCar in a second, but we're welcoming Just Warming Up BS into the fray. He is a new subscriber to the channel. First time on the live stream, so it's kind of cool to see a new face here. Robert is on the 96 team, Viking Motorsports, with Anthony Alfredo. So that is another one of my teams that I like. So we'll get into the O'Reilly series shortly, but I like the 39 team because that's where Robert started, where I met him. He was on the 39 team. Now he's on the 96, so I like those. I like the Sieg team. I like the Viking Motorsports because I know people on those teams. So I no longer collect the 124 scale cars of all of the 24 cars. When Jeff Gordon raced, every single car that came out, I had to buy. When he retired, I no longer bought any 24 cars. When Byron took over, I started collecting them again, but only the raced wins. And so then I decided to go back and get all of the 164s, every single paint scheme of 164s for the 24 team. So that way I still have all of them, but they're just in smaller scale and they cost me less money. So that's what's up with all of these. My buddy sent me all of these last week and I just haven't put them away yet. So I figured maybe I should just display them here because they're fun to look at, I guess. So yeah, we have some 2018, 2020, 24, and then 25. So glad to see you here. I'll get working on your cars pretty soon. The decals actually came in the other day. I just haven't picked them up from my parents' house. I had them shipped over there. I'm a little disappointed you're not having me make the custom boxes simply because I don't want to pay that kind of money for them. But once I get paid from Cody, it'll be fine. But I understand why you don't want the custom boxes because, like you said, you're just going to take them out anyway. Also, though, it would be a lot of extra work for me to do all of that. So I kind of thank you for not making me do all of that. But yeah, I know. It's not like you're going anywhere. It's not like I'm going anywhere. But I just wanted to give you an update. But yeah, I got to tell you about the box pricing sometime. Not now, because we don't need to burn a ton of time talking about that, but that was crazy. All right, so 9:06, we're making good time tonight. We're only going to put these 5 decals on the car. Let's jump back into IndyCar. Are you already in? Yeah, you're already in Watkins, Glen, right? You're already up there. Also, tell the O'Reilly series to come back to Michigan, so then it's only like a 2.5 hour drive. Yeah, Greg, you changed your profile picture again. Jeez. Have you seen the custom boxes that we can do now? I'm pretty sure I've shown them on stream before. Do I have one available? Yeah, I got a couple over there I can look at. Oh, you fly out tomorrow, so you're not even... Oh, I guess, yeah, you don't race till Saturday. Today's Thursday. True. Yeah, tell the O'Reilly series to come back to Michigan, so it's only like a 2.5 hour drive for me. That'd be much nicer. Jeez, okay, I'll go get a box. Robert, you work in NASCAR. That's awesome. Heck yeah. I'd love to have you come back to Michigan too. Yes, these are the custom boxes that we can now, that I talked to a company that's about an hour away from me. Oh, you work in the ARCA race. Who you with? Who you with tomorrow? because I'll tune in. I'll support. Did you race last night? I tuned into the race and I didn't see your name, and then I bounced because I didn't see you racing. I was going to text you, but I forgot. Yeah, so we can now do these custom boxes. This company is about an hour from my house. They're not exactly cheap, but they look really cool. The custom boxes are awesome. I love them as well, Tim, to your point. They add a whole new... What the heck language is that? What are you typing in my chat, Robert? Yeah, the custom boxes are awesome. So, yeah, this company is about an hour from my house. They're not cheap, but they look awesome. Oh, no. You didn't see that. It's okay. Nothing happened. I caught it before it hit the ground. All right. Let's go to... Yeah, I like I said, they're not cheap, but they add a whole new dynamic. All right, we'll go here. We will check out the spotter guide. Again, I really like that IndyCar does this. I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot of the teams, a lot of the drivers. So Alex Palou's back in his DHL paint scheme livery this weekend. Anything else that's really like out of the ordinary? I really am only looking to find Kyle Kirkwood's in the JM Bouillon scheme again. Willpower. Yeah, so IndyCar is on the Indy Road Course this weekend. And yeah, that's really about it. I've never watched IndyCar. I used to watch IndyCar a long time ago. Kind of stopped, and then just this, like a little bit last year, and then this year I've gotten back into it. So last year we went to Mid-Ohio. I had a great time at the track. It was a lot of fun. And then this year I've started actually watching the IndyCar races, and I've enjoyed them quite a bit. One of the neat things about IndyCar is their entire rule book is out online, so you can just go look it up. To my knowledge, I don't think NASCAR's rule book is publicly available. Robert can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you can look up NASCAR's rule book. IndyCar's is out there for everybody to read. I haven't read through the whole thing, but I've looked at it. They don't have stages, which is nice. It's a full season points format, which is nice. There are some differences, obviously, but the racing has been pretty good. It is a little different. It's not, okay, that's what I thought. It's kind of reminding me of old school NASCAR, just in that long green flag runs, green flag pit stops, different strategies, no predetermined yellows. You know, some of the rules, they don't have an overtime. They go to the scheduled distance, which I like. I'm trying to think of some other things that I like about IndyCar. It is fun to kind of learn all of the new drivers. It seems like everybody's pretty respectful in the series too. The only thing that I'll say negative about it is Alex Palou has just dominated everything for the past like 5 years. He's pretty much, has he won the last 3 championships or something? So he wins a lot of races and leads a lot of races. So he's kind of like the 2006 to 2010 Jimmy Johnson, or like the 90s Jeff Gordon. So like there is that element of it, but it's also cool to be a part of like history, or to witness history, to witness domination, dynasties, you know, like Jordan in the 90s with the Bulls or whatever, or the Yankees or whatever. So there is that element of it, but I am a Jeff Gordon fan, but I was born in 96. I wasn't really alive for much of Jeff Gordon's early winning. I mean, I was alive, but I wasn't watching. I didn't really start watching NASCAR until like 2002, 2003, 2004 was my first race. So at that point, Gordon had already done the majority of his winning, and I was just joining as a fan. So Yeah. It's very interesting. I like it. I would, this weekend, like I said earlier, I'm conflicted because the race is at 4:57 green flag, and the O'Reilly race, which we will move over to right now, is at 4 o'clock. So and probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to have the O'Reilly race on the TV, and then I'll have the IndyCar race on my phone or on my laptop. So O'Reilly is priority because I have to say that because Robert's here. But yeah, O'Reilly is my priority race between the two, just because I do like the O'Reilly series where it currently is right now, just in general. Yes, I have seen the Modelo paint scheme. It does look pretty cool. I will agree with that. I'm not a fan of random black spots, but just I didn't really look at it too closely, so you can't. So don't quiz me on the ins and outs of the paint scheme. But from what I saw, it did look pretty neat. So 4 o'clock on Saturday, 10:30 practice, qualifying at 11:30. Yeah, so let's look at the qualifying order. Nope, that's Cup Series. There we go. Preston Pardus. All right, Robert, you might know these. Who's running the 35 and the 42 this week? Oh, man, speaking of the 42, I saw Brad took a huge hit last week at Texas. I'm assuming he's fine, but unlucky. Very unlucky. Hey, I like that they're going to enforce the track limits, but yeah, I think you're right. They're definitely going to be hit. For sure. All right, so we have Austin Green, Carson Quaffle, Kyle Sieg, Joey Gase, Derek White, Alex Labay. Oh, Alex Labay. So that 0 car, 42 is Will Rogers this week. 35 is You Don't Know. Ooh, a mystery. That 0 car, there's a guy on the Lionel Racing Forum that he's a veteran. He's going to be like honored or something with that car. So I'm going to be making that for him as well. Oh, yeah, and rain. Dude, that sucks. I'm glad I'm not going to Watkins Glen this year. It'll be fun, though, for the TV viewer, because there's just going to be shenanigans taking place all over. So that'll be entertaining, I suppose. But yeah, that 0 car I'm going to be making as well. 153. Yeah, I don't really know. Sometimes Dawson Cram in the 74 is also the 174. I'm not really sure who works on these PDFs for NASCAR, but they got to figure that out. We see Ross Chastain in the 32. So Ross is pulling a triple header. 35 will be Matt Wilson. Okay, Braden coming in with the knowledge. Better than the 274. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he does run the 274 sometimes. Ross running triple header. Could Ross sweep the weekend? No. Ross is not sweeping the weekend. I don't think Ross gets a win in any of the series unless some insane shenanigans take place. Oh, I'm sure it will be fun getting out of the parking lots. So the triple digit numbers are because of owner points. Oh, see, I was just memeing on it, saying how stupid it was, but there's actually a reasoning behind it. See, this is why Robert's here. Robert's here to set us straight on this channel. He says, Diecast driven, you're a moron. This is why. I respect it. Corey Day in the 17, Josh Bilicki in the 07, Taylor Gray, Blaine Perkins, Jeb Burton, Harrison Burton, Alex. Is that person, Alex Gounet, might be related to Greg. Just saying. In the 92, LeVar Scott in the 45. Patrick Star-Pulley also running the ARCA race in the 48. Zilich running in the 1. Our boy Anthony Alfredo in the 96. Robert is a genius. So the 53 bought owners points from another team, I think from AM, but also kept their own points. So they both have 53. See, he is a genius. He is our resident Megamind. He's not blue though. Actually, part of the color on the 96 is blue, so maybe he is. SVG, Ryan Sieg, SVG, Jeremy Clements. Ellie Raceart, who was here earlier, he is a big fan of Jeremy Clements because he's second cousins with him. Austin Hill. Hopefully Austin Hill does not wreck the field this year. If he does, if Austin Hill wrecks the field this year, watch your TVs because Robert will probably be running down pit road to punch him in the face. He almost did last year. That's the whole reason I didn't get to say bye to Robert at the end of the race last year, is because he went to pit road to yell at Austin Hill. So I was like, where's Robert? I got to say thanks for like having us at the track and everything. And Susie's like, I don't know where he went. And I text him later. He's like, oh yeah, I went down pit road to yell at Austin Hill. So mad respect on that, by the way. Pretty funny. Brent Cruz in the 19, Sam Mayer in the 41, Justin Allgaier, Raja Kruth. Raja Kruth back in the 88 for Hendrick Junior Motorsports. He did do that, yeah. Yep. It's kind of funny. Austin Hill deserved it, though. That was a pretty bad wreck. Took out a lot of cars. Could have put some people in some harm's way. One of the cars landed on the windshield of another car. I don't remember, but I saw it in the garage. I missed a chance to see SVG in person earlier. I did not know he was coming around, so I'm bummed. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, but you're going this weekend, so maybe you will have another opportunity. That's the optimist's way to look at it. Perhaps you'll have another opportunity. Funniest part is I'm good friends with their tire guy, and he was laughing with me about it. That is funny. That is funny. Well, I mean, he can't control what Austin Hill did, and I mean, Austin's a crazy dude. Ooh, that's a good point. I think the new track limit tire probably makes more bigger wrecks. I think so too. I think also, like Robert said, there's possibility for rain. That could add a whole other wrinkle into the whole situation. SVG or Zilich sweeping the weekend is an interesting proposition. Do I see it happening? Probably not. Sorry, I just had to look at something real quick. But if there were drivers to do it, yes, one of those two I could see sweeping the weekend. That's a good point. Who do I pick? I think I'd like to go with somebody that I would like, but I feel like SVG, Zilich probably. Yeah, I don't know. Should be a fun race. Can't wait to see how the track limits go. It'll be interesting. Anything else on the O'Reilly race? It's going to be conflicting with the IndyCar race, so I think I'm going to head out. Have a great night, everyone. Well, thanks for joining. Just warming up BS. Here's a view of it. We're just about done. We have to put the roof number on, and then that'll be done. So I don't know if you were here when we started it, but this is a white gold Regan Smith 2008 Talladega win diecast elite. So yep, we're almost done with it. But yeah, those guys will be up front most of the day. I think if it does rain, there could be some shenanigans. It'll be the equalizer, or the wild card. But yeah, should be a fun weekend just regardless with the new tire barriers. But yeah, thanks for joining. I appreciate you being here, hanging out. Yeah, hope to see you on another stream in the not too distant future. Won't be the 39. Yeah, I was listening to. I had the headset. You guys gave me a headset last year, listening to Ryan talk about road course racing, and he hated it. He was so mad. It was. I don't want to laugh at his anger, but yeah, when you say could be anyone, I don't think it's gonna be Ryan Sieg. He's not a fan of road course racing. That was pretty funny. So I don't really have high hopes for them this weekend, but you never know. If everybody crashes and he doesn't, then he could win, but I don't think it's going to be the 39. I'm curious to watch the O'Reilly race and curious to see the tire racing. Yeah, Martin, we were just talking about that. Robert's of the mindset that they are going to tear everything up, which will be an expensive day. Okay. Yes, Robert. I was trying to say it a little nicer than that, but yeah. He was not happy on the radio. It was funny. It was funny listening to him argue with the crew chief too, old Matt Noyce, because Matt was running around trying to figure all these things out, and Ryan's like, "What's the point? It sucks. I hate this." So, yeah, it's kind of funny. But anyway, that's the O'Reilly race on Saturday. Looking forward to that. Watch him win this weekend. I mean, crazier things have happened in the sport. Maybe, but I don't see it happening. All right, so if we have nothing else, I'm going to move on to the Cup Series. Unless you guys have anything else that you want to talk about. Lap 1 in practice at Mexico last year. He tore the right front off. Lap 1 in practice. Yeah. I'm not laughing, but I'm kind of laughing because it's funny. But I'm not a driver. I'm not a race car driver, so I can't, it is what it is. All right, so we're going to switch over to the Cup Series now, unless you have anything else to say. Going once. Going twice. Cup Series. All right, so we have the Go Bowling at the Glen. Oh, gobowling.com at the Glen. Sorry. Practice and qualifying Saturday from 1 to 3. Race on Sunday at 3 o'clock. Green flag at 3:14 on Fox Sports 1. We are having a brunch at my in-laws for Mother's Day. We might be home by this time. I'm not entirely sure, so we'll see what happens if I watch this race. Going to the qualifying order, we have TBA in the 78 car. Nice. When I see 78, I think Martin Truex Jr. Like, I can't not think Martin Truex Jr. when I see the 78. I know it's not, obviously, but that's just where my mind goes. Cole Custer in the 41, Bilicki in the 66, Cody Ware, Logano, Bell, Gillen, Berry, Gregson, Ty back to back, Larson, Michael McDowell, John Hunter, Ross, AJ, Bush, Smith, Zilich, Briscoe, Dillon. I mean, nothing really changes in the Cup Series, so it's not as interesting, I suppose, going through these. Like, we all know who the drivers are. We all know who's going to be in what cars. So I guess that's not that interesting. Who do I think is going to win this weekend? I don't know. Kind of odd a Watkins Glen race is a May event. Yep, I agree. We talked about that a little bit earlier, Martin. I just think it's been a very, very wet spring here in Ohio, and New York is just like a state and a half over, and it's underneath the lake. So yeah, I feel like they've probably had a decent amount of rain over there as well. One of the guys that I know that lives in Livonia, New York, he said it was a bad decision for them to go and move the race to May. I saw that there was possibility of snow last week or something that he said. So, yeah. I think what they should have done, I don't know if you were here earlier when we talked about this, but they should have moved the Sonoma race to May, because Sonoma in the springtime looks great with all the green grass, but I'm not in the NASCAR decision-making process. So, yeah, nothing really too surprising here. My wife is a Logano fan. She said, we can't listen to you anymore. Oh, man. I mean, listen. I have my reasons for not liking Joey Logano. I'm sure she has her reasons for liking Joey Logano. She doesn't have to listen. Just saying. No, I mean, I guess you don't have to listen either, sure, but you know, we appreciate the views, we appreciate the comments. Tell her she needs to pick a better driver. I would say Carson's a pretty good one to pick right now. He seems to be Mr. Popular. I know SVG is an odd favorite. Oh yeah, we're still live. 9:30. We're probably not going to be live too much longer because we're just going to put the roof decal on here and then that's it. Because I need to go finish recording tomorrow's video. I'm so excited for it. It's a long video. It's like 25 or possibly 30-minute video, but I hope you guys like it. I know SVG is the odd and favorite. I don't favorite to win, but I do have Michael McDowell to win. That I wouldn't mind that. I like Michael McDowell. That'd be fun. That'd be a fun kind of random winner. But yeah, I don't see. I think SVG will be up there. I mean, Zilich maybe. AJ. Byron's kind of good on road courses. Reddick will probably win just to make everybody bored. So, oh yeah, I was gonna ask why you brought the 164s out. Oh yeah, you actually might have left when Robert did ask. So, at one point in time, I bought all of Jeff Gordon's 124 scale diecast, every single one that I could, and when he retired, I stopped buying the 24 car, and then I stopped watching NASCAR for a few years, then William Byron took over, and then I started watching again in 2023. So I no longer collect all of the 24 cars in 124 scale, just the raced win cars. But in 164 scale, I collect all of the 24 cars. So these, my buddy just shipped them all out to me last week. I got them earlier this week, and I just haven't had time to put them away. And I said, well, since they're there, we'll just put them next to the screen so that you guys can all see them. So yeah, this is 2018, 2020, 2024, 2025. So I'm working on, I had to backfill some because I didn't buy them. And then, yeah, so that's the reasoning. I have to put them in my case, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Oh, by the way, the next D'Agostini shipped out, and I'm not ready for that. Tim, I also thought it was funny that you unironically texted me about the D'Agostini. And I'm like, yeah, I've been working on it for like a year now. So you probably just didn't see it. I hope you went and watched the playlist, or at least started watching some of the playlist. It's a pretty good model. It is expensive, but I like it so far. We're past halfway on that thing. So yeah, this will wrap up our decaling portion. And honestly, I'm probably just going to end the stream early here. Early, I say early. Normally we go about 2 hours, but I think I'm going to end it here just so I can finish my video, because I really want to get that out tomorrow. I don't really have anything. I don't have a backup video if I don't get that one done. So I'm kind of putting all my eggs in that basket at the moment. I really want to get that done, and I think you guys will like it. It's like I said, it's like a half-hour long video going through the whole process. It's using the Michael Marutz Pop-Tart car as our... Hold on, though, because I think you're really going to like tomorrow's video. That's the thing. I know we're live now, and I know that you want it to keep going. But we'll be back Sunday. We'll be back live Sunday for a recap. No, well, I'm not leaving just yet. Hold on. Speaking of 124, I was originally going to buy the host of our truck one, right? And then so I had a free shipping deal for $30 or more. So what did you do? Did you buy them both in 124 scale? I will watch tomorrow's video 100 times. Well, you don't have to do that, but that would get me 100 times. It's 30 minutes. So what would that be? 30 minutes. So if you watched it twice, that'd be an hour. So it'd be 50 hours. That's a lot of watch hours. I don't do that. But we'll see. I think you guys will like it. I think it's a good one. I just have to finish it tonight, which as soon as I'm done here, that's what I'm going to do. I think buy both 124 truck and O'Reilly. Martin, if you can make it work financially, I absolutely support that. I absolutely support getting both of them, because you were there, right? I'm pretty sure you were there, if I remember correctly. So, yeah, I support that. All right, so here is, and I'm not going to cut the roof flaps out tonight because I like to let the decal dry, but here is Regan Smith's 2008 Talladega win car. I think I'm going to try and take it to Charlotte and find him to get it autographed. Oh, yeah, the O'Reilly race. That's right. So, yeah, this thing turned out pretty good. I like it. I do have to fix the back glass. I got to get some resin, and I'm going to try something on it. But, yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. So, yeah, that will pretty much wrap up today's live stream. Like I said, I need to go get tomorrow's video done. That is going to be a fun one, hopefully. I think I'm not really like in the business of chasing views kind of thing. I just like to post what I like to post. Thank you. I like it. It did turn out pretty good. Like I said, I'm not really in the business of trying to chase views or anything, but I think that tomorrow's video will ultimately do really well, I think. So, yeah, keep your eye out for that one. It's going to go live at noon. It's going to be like a half-hour video. It's going to be a long one. We're kind of desensitized to insanely good customs now. Yeah, well, I've been doing this for 15-ish years, so I should be good at it by now, right? But yeah, and the cost after free shipping deal is $157. $157 for two 124 scale cars. It's like $75 each. That's not terrible. I mean, it's kind of high, but that's just how the modern diecast market is, unfortunately. But yeah, I still have to finish doing these. These are the the plates. I have to paint them with this fluorescent orange. I have the roof camera, that's painted. I have the splitter. We did the tires last stream. So the tires are all done. So yeah, this car is pretty good. I might clear it on Saturday, actually. We'll have to see. Because I'm going to try something on Saturday, potentially, to get some things done. Oh, next stream, Sunday, is this car. We're starting this one. O'Reilly wins $80 and truck wins $77. It's crazy how expensive these things have gotten. But yes, this is Sunday's car. Carl Edwards 2015 Charlotte Coca-Cola 600 win. We will be decaling this. I cleared it the other day, so it is all ready to go. I'm excited. Got to get that one done for the in-law cousin, because he was at that race. So, all right. Milo's a fan of Willie B's, just saying. Yes, the Willie B. Oh, I can't even see my hand. The Willie B's. All right. Well, it's Carl. It's 9:38. We've been going for an hour and 38 minutes. I'm gonna call it there. We got this car done, so that was like goal number 1. Let's end the poll here. 11 votes. Most everybody said it's a bad idea. We will talk about it Sunday. We'll see how it goes. I'm in the camp of it was another NASCAR, a bad idea, but we will see. Could be great. I do like the tire barriers. That was a good move. But yeah, so thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I see the hundreds, just all the hundreds, all the emojis going in the chat. So yeah, good stream. We had a lot of fun, and we got some things done. So hopefully you guys have a great rest of your night. A good packed weekend full of racing this weekend. And then, sorry, I gotta go. I gotta get tomorrow's video out. I think you guys will like it. I think you'll like it. So keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow's video. I gotta go. Hold on. If you haven't, Tim, Anthony, Ryan, sorry. If you haven't, go watch just go throw the Diagostini videos on. Because I sent you that playlist. Go look up the playlist and check out the Diagostini videos. You guys could sit there for hours and watch those. So I technically won't be leaving. I'll be leaving, but you could still watch those videos. Just won't be as interactive. But I will see you guys on Sunday. Have a good rest of your night. Have a good day tomorrow, Saturday. And then we will be back Sunday to talk about all of the racing. Martin, Tim, Ryan, Rowdy, Ellie Raceart. We'll see you guys. Have a good night. Don't be too sad. But we'll see you guys on Sunday. Bye, guys.